Hey, I'm back. I don't know if you guys even saw that I paused the video. It might have just been very smooth. I don't know. But I stopped it for a second just to regroup myself, see if there was anything I'm missing. And during that time, I watched a little bit more of FX Franz's review. I didn't finish it, but I watched a little bit more. And he brought up a good point in that review. And he didn't even come up with this thing. A friend of his said it. But there was no real focus of a hero. You know, Sam was a hero in the first one. Saves the day by putting the Allspark in Megatron. In the second one, he saves the day, risking his life, bringing Optimus back to life, you know. But in this one, and he always, in those other ones, doesn't want to be the hero. He's just wanting to be a regular kid, and then he gets drawn into it. It's completely opposite with this one. In this one, he wants to be the hero desperately, and ends up not being the hero in this one because although he does have this chance with Okay, I'm going to come back to that thought. But Patrick Dempsey, I think that's his name, but he's like a person, he's Carly's boss, and in this he's actually working for the Decepticons. Didn't like that topic so much, I guess it was okay. Didn't really like it that much though, but he was trying to bring the pillar that controlled all the pillars. He wanted to bring it back to life so that the world would pretty much be destroyed. So he tries to bring it back to life, and Sam is trying to fight him and stopping him from bringing it back to life, and Sam can't even do that. Sam fails at that, and Patrick, brings it back up and saves the Decepticons one last time, and then obviously at the end, Sam takes this big just bar with like some rock at the end, smashes him in the face. He flies back, goes in electric field, and dies. Which was an interesting way. The only reason I liked the villain being a human at one point was that he gave Sam someone to fight. It's a direct fight. It didn't have him just help the hero to win, because in the second one he brings Optimus Prime back to life so that Optimus Prime can destroy them. This wasn't like that. He really fights somebody, and so that was nice. Even though he kind of failed but kind of wins, he does actually have a fight, which was kind of cool. Direct hand-to-hand combat. So that was pretty nice. In the beginning of it, when he first finds out that Patrick is actually a villain, he says, I swear I'm going to kill you or whatever, and he does. But he kills him in a way that doesn't make Sam look like a cold stone killer. He hits him, and by that, he doesn't kill him by the hit. By the hit, he flies back and then goes in electric thing. So it isn't a direct kill. It doesn't make Sam look like a vicious person. It makes him, it does do the same thing, just it doesn't make it look as bad. So yeah, so I thought, so that they did that a great job. I like that. The one part that I didn't like is the whole watch with the Decepticon on Sam's wrist. I thought that was a dumb... They didn't need to use it because the Decepticons learned absolutely nothing. They just learned that the Autobots aren't going to come back. They could have dove away with that. We didn't need that. They could have had Sam just run away from Patrick and then, never had the watch. The watch was dumb. It was a way to put in some more cheesy comedy, which I don't like. After a certain point, I don't want it to be comedy. I want it to be serious. And that's the one thing that they used to keep the comedy going. I didn't like that. I wanted it to be over by then. Although the comedy is great in the beginning, I don't want it to seep in through the action. So yes. So also the parents of Sam, they are in it. They aren't as funny as they are in the others. They do have a little bit of comedy. What I liked is Sam, he keeps getting these incredibly hot girls. And the parents, the mom addresses that a little bit in a very funny way. You have to see it. But I liked how they kind of addressed that because it's like, come on. So I liked how they did that. As of MechTech weapons with the toys, they all have weapons. Everybody has a weapon in this movie. The only difference is they don't transform. The weapons don't transform. They are just standard weapons. So yeah, so the MechTech things are a little bit gimmicky, but they are in it. Skids and Mudflap. Michael Bett said that he wasn't going to be in. The robot modes are not in the movie. Their car modes are in it once. The first time I saw it, I knew that it was them, but just in case I just missaw something, the second time I was looking for it, and you did see it again when Prime, comes into the Hanover and does his whole speech of, you lied to us, that kind of thing. They are in the back when they're driving in. The last two cars are Skids and Mudflap. Other than that one scene, you don't see them again. You don't see them before. That's the one scene that they're in. So yeah, thought that was kind of interesting. So yes, so lots of good things here. I'm trying to think of anything else that I may be missing. Just it's a great movie. So yeah. So I might tomorrow add a little attachment to this. Is the 3D good? I heard it's very good, but I don't know for myself because I will be seeing it in IMAX, and a huge IMAX. Where I live has one of the biggest IMAXs in the U.S. So that was awesome. So I am going to be able to see it in just a fantastic IMAX in 3D. So I will tell you guys. I will probably attach something saying if it's good 3D or not. I know I'm probably missing something. By the time I shut this video off, I'm going to remember and I'm going to come back. So you might see me one more time after this. So there you go. So that is my, for now, it's my review of the movie. So there you go. So that's my review of Transformers Dark of the Moon, Transformers 3, the last original Transformers, at least, movie. There you go. That's my review. Sideswipe and Dino. So there you go. I knew I forgot something. So Sideswipe and Dino are in the movie. Dino is the new Autobot, and also the electronic blue guy. So I've got 3 more Autobots to cover, and here it is. Oh, and also Skyhammer, the toy. He is not in it. So I was wondering if he's in it or not, but Skyhammer's not in it. But anyway, starting with Sideswipe. Sideswipe is cool in this movie. He's got like one line. He says like Mexican to hold up or something when they're all pointing guns at each other. He doesn't do much. His character was just kind of forced because they had to put in a because he was in the last one. He's a very popular character. He didn't do anything. He really just didn't do it, especially in the last battle. In the last battle, he did like nothing. He does have those 2 guns, like the sidearm Sideswipe. This guy, they're not exactly like this, but they're a lot like it. So yeah, but he doesn't do anything. But he does do some stuff, but he doesn't do much except look like an awesome Camaro or Corvette or. What is it? Starts with a C. Convertible Corvette. So yeah, but he does have an awesome car mode. But as the character himself, he doesn't do much. As of Dino, I know I'm saying his name wrong, but that's just how I pronounce it. I don't have a Dino toy because we don't have it yet, so I'm still going to stick with this whole setting. But so Dino was pretty cool. He was awesome. He's got an accent, which was interesting. He's the Ferrari that looks fantastic. He is the only robot in this entire movie that does not use a gun. Every single other robot either has something that shoots out of his arm, or has some guns or something. He is the only single robot that does not have a gun. He's got 2 knives on his arms, and he's got like those things where you shoot it. It's like a little knife attached to a wire, and you can climb buildings like James Bond kind of stuff. He uses that once, but he is the only one that does not use a gun, only knives and that kind of stuff. So that was very cool, a very different approach to a robot. I really like that. As of the scientist guy, I have no idea what his name is. He's blue. I'm not talking about the little blue guy. I'm talking about the big one. He creates like weapons and stuff. Please put his name in my comments because I would like to know. I have no idea who he is. But he's very interesting. He's got the kind of dorky kind of thing. He says one thing that's kind of funny, because he sounds all kind of, scientist and old man, scientist kind of guy. He sounds and looks that way, but, he throws down these weapons and he's like, these weapons are designed for kicking ass, it was funny. In his voice, it was hilarious. He's stupid. Nobody's gonna like him. Nobody's gonna cling to him as their favorite character. But he was an interesting addition to them. I thought when I first saw him and I first heard him talk, I thought, oh god, this is gonna be, the new Skins and Mudflap. He's gonna be annoying. He wasn't that annoying. So yeah, but he was just a character that they didn't need. The only reason I really liked him in this movie is it gave the Decepticons an Autobot to kill, because they did kill him. They shot him. They took a bunch of prisoners. They walked him up and they just shot him. And then they got Bumblebee next, but they were foiled before killing Bumblebee. But yeah, so I thought he was an interesting character. He gave the Decepticons something to kill. And also, I forgot one more thing. This is the last thing I had to say before I'm going to go. I might attach the 3D thing, but other than this is it. The Decepticons, when they got to Earth, they started just killing people. Very menacing, very cool. They just started killing the humans, which was pretty awesome because you don't see that in the other ones that find the Autobots. This one, they're just just wiping out humans. You know, when they shoot them, you see the humans just kind of poof into smoke, and their clothes kind of go flying, little pieces of their clothes. And in a close-up scene where we get that, you see they shoot them and does the whole thing. But then the bones and like skeletons fall out, which is pretty interesting. It makes the Decepticons look very evil and menacing, and that was pretty intense. So that was awesome. So there you go. So that is all I had to say for my review of Transformers: Dark of the Moon. New review. Might attach my 3D comments at the end of this tomorrow. I'm not sure if I will though, but I might. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and thanks for. This is a very long review because I've done it in choppy pieces. So once I put it together, we'll see how long it is. But it's going to be a long time. So very sorry. Thank you for all of you who have stuck in and listened to my full review of the characters and the plot and the movie and everything. It's very good. All in all, I really like it. Recommend you see it. If you're those type of people that likes a story more than all the action and stuff, you're not going to like it as much as the others. If you're a person who likes the action with a little bit of story, you're going to like it a lot better than the others. It's really preference. It beats out number 2 by a long shot, and number 1, it depends who you are to see if it beats out. So there you go. So that's my review. Oh, and also RC and Chromia and those 3 motorcycles, they're not in it, which I'm kind of glad because I didn't like them. So there you go. So that's my review. Transformers: Dark of the Moon, the new Transformers movie. Thanks so much for all of those that haven't seen it. You got to see it. For all of those that have seen it, see it again because it is awesome. I really liked it. So there you go. So that's my review. Thanks for watching.